This ARQ measure tool looks to be right, like I think.
I'm coming to me once my SM open. The bar brochure no name is so. Nansu Crobian agenti, Manaja Padia Bia of you. And then many do me penny fear so. I brochure tina funumio. Nansu mitime coming chibium. My babeka will be my soul. Hey, Jay, hey, Jay, hey, Jay.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Mintama unyahoto mifa yesu tama kama mre azani na la sulalai oche ma sase ma metonye menti mi mpensi fie o enkrofo fie mu atenetuo minya baby famitinto mikonkon obi mancha ti se ade untie mafutu semi aka emrebeti na sanechia aka emrebeti na sanechia Rasani mabawa mutieme kutu semi Emra yeni kaso Akama famu nyansapa Akama famu wanjimpa Amani amakacho Unyami se wa somi mwami nyobi ara mabawa utawante Somi mo Unyami Yankobi amedani atwao Yankobi amedani atwao Menumi upa Menumi
Minister Uche. And that's a very beautiful song, isn't it? It's a new year. Inti avutu kakra. Yes, you wo. Edimano in ye. And some of these advice I bano nyinano. It comes from music, come from the speeches. It's come from and somewhere enipa eka. Na yetie. But to see the age man. It's another thing. It's the 7th day of the year, 2026. In fact, we have the privilege to be alive and any opportunity to advise people. Now, President John Dramani Mahama, I remember, in 2025, on the 7th of January, Okansemwe, he says our nation was born with much promise. That promise may seem hazy and in doubt. Now, because of all that has happened in the past. But I urge you, this is a quote I made quote Free President John Dramani Mahama in 2025 January in Samokaini. But I urge you, fellow Ghanaians, of my fellow countrymen, not to be sucked into a state of perpetual permissivism. For some time, our country has urgently needed leadership with an unwavering desire to get things done. With all humility, I assert that I intend to be the leader with your cooperation and your help. As your next leader, I shall strive to exercise sound judgment and be able to make the right calls at the right time. I will have the humility and the presence of mind to take responsibility for any challenges and be willing to act firmly and tirelessly to resolve the challenges that we face as a nation. Since the elections, I have read and heard the word hope, H-O-P-E, hope, used many times in relation to my presidency and what it should offer the citizens of Ghanaians. And I continue to read. It says, I intend to speak plainly and clearly to you today. And every time I address you subsequently, I intend to always tell you the truth. The circumstances we find ourselves in are indeed dire. And even so, I will be decisive and swift in my actions. We will focus our initial efforts on 4 critical areas. Listen to this. He said, we will focus. This is coming from President John Dramani Mahama. We will focus our efforts on 4 critical areas. The first is economic restoration and stabilization of the microeconomic environment. That's the economy, number 1. Number 2, he says the second is the improvement of the business and investment environment to ensure that Ghana is once again open for business. Yeah? Economic stability, business. Omano be biem kwan Americuma akoso. The third is governance and constitutional reforms. Yedim say abano constitutional reform committee and some of is yet to another committee I also able to one of my share. I read the reforms as a constitutional review committee in Dubai. We will get into that. The third, as I said, is governance and constitutional reforms. And the final one, but not the least, is accountability and the fight against corruption. Oh, I'll leave it there. I'll go back to that, but major was this year. Now, the reset agenda. And he continued to say, I said, my brothers and sisters, actions have always spoken louder than words. With that in mind, I have entered into a covenant with you, the good people of Ghana, in which I have enumerated 26 actions that I will take within my first 120 days. And this is the reason for hope. I mean, there is a reason for hope, and there is every reason for hope. But we must also have faith, because faith empowers us to trust the things that will happen. With faith, you believe what you know. I believe Bible says, with faith, you believe what you don't know. You don't even believe it exists. But with faith, you can believe it's happening, isn't it? John Mahama says, with faith, you believe what you know. And that is why we need faith to be able to achieve our reset. So the reset agenda, we need a reset with the faith that we have our country and our leadership. We need a reset with the faith that we have our institutions. Institutions. Good question. And a good point. We need a reset with our faith in our dear nation, Ghana. And by that, I mean, in all of us, because all of us are Ghanaian, or are Ghana, you are Ghana and I am Ghana. This is President John Dramani Mahama. On the 7th of January, 2025. Okoso Kasai. Okoso. We need a reset, and we have faith in Ghana's ability to, overcome, excel, be so successful with a reset that it will be difficult to imagine a time when that was not the case. And as we stand, Okasai. But there's one thing I want to talk about here tonight. My name is Ekwabia, so also I cried. See a bit in combo. I'm trying to one of the paragraphs. This is John Dramani Mahama. Or see, as we embark on this new chapter, I assure you that, assuring all Ghanaians that our decisions will champion diversity in all phases of governance, ensuring that every Ghanaian, regardless of your ethnicity, gender, age, religion, or any background, will have the opportunity to contribute to our nation's story. Ghana's youth represent the heartbeat of our democracy. Their ambition will drive our policies as we strive to create an inclusive, equitable society where everyone has a seat at the table. This is one of the visions. Our vision hinges on the introduction and implementation of a 24-hour economy. He went on, he says, we envisage an innovative and vibrant 24-hour Ghanaian economy, which will also be echoed or anchored in agriculture and agribusinesses or business. This innovative approach will unlock potentials that have long remained dormant, enabling us to harness the energy and creativity of all our people. I'll also explain. I'm driving to a point to Nyambotre, Netime. I'll give you the opportunity. Now the one also the aba. He says, just imagine a Ghana. This is John Dramani Mahama, where our markets are alive and bustling at all hours of the day, with responsive public services accessible at all times, such that businesses can operate flexibility to meet the diverse demands that they are subjected to. The 24-hour economy model will also bolster job creation for young people, stimulate local industry, attract foreign investments, and allow us to build resilient communities and a sustainable future. Okay. My main friends here. I'm trying to think beyond the box. I'm a host of a show, so I can only play a devil's advocate, actually. I can't really say that much. But now, President Mahama says we are all Ghanaian. The media is Ghana. So we are thinking now. Tonight, and I drink, we are thinking outside the boxes. The boxes, our brains, they are the belonging to a political party, belonging to other. Let's just leave it for now, tonight. Let's think. We are in a new year. We're looking at the future of our country, Ghana. The performance of the government for the past 12 months, at least, and I feel money. My name is now trip call me Royal Bekabi, and you listen to other radio stations. They are all thinking about 24 hours. First 1 year, John Dramani Mahama, the performance, the one year. And I measured up this 24-hour economy project, and I said the vision. I said, I'm asking, are you ready for 24-hour economy? Someone can come and tell me, say, yeah, you're ready. You're ready, so why are we not? And what are the things that you're putting in place? Infrastructure. Each man of our companies do the same. DNA 24-hour economy anyway. Eh? DNA 24-hour economy. And yeah, Kasa, you didn't come on. But I want your opinion, your views, your comments. Oman Penny Kasa now talk about the constitution, the review. There's a constitutional committee number at the Assembly Breton. Proud to say Afine Baby, you know. And they really spoke about I mean the third term obviously wasn't an issue, isn't it? So and the embassy and some of us will come and stand against it. Say the constitution yet I'm at 4 years for 2 terms. And one catch one, no quite some I know the buy. We know politicians here you near 20 can be. Constitution just said 4 years 2 terms. Now fair then I'm going to say 5 years, yeah, they call 5 years. Abani being go for with you too. You can't president go for Abans Ebreso. No, say on you Nyanka 5 years term, 5 years in 1 term. President go for former president Akanyo. And Tinanko be about on transfer 5 years, 2 terms, Nanka 10, 8 years. Now, as I'm saying, 8 years no. Now me tea Ghana for some of the views, new opinions we are comfortable by, and I say 8 years no, one fine year. 2 years pay I back on. They are the bay. And the intellectual committee, was saying, say, he's going to create the opportunity for the create, loot and share for extra 1 year. So politicians better not say as I be this kind of. But some more another extra 1 year, they are the same thing. So there's no point. And I think most Ghanaians, excuse me, I do too much say your money. Other than that, never be brave or ever chuja. I know say my penny say or be create another committee bill. No more certain as constitution findings constitutional review committee for the buyer. No more sorry near her. Not the engine to any the implementation process. Fair enough. Yajitum. But it's hard we in an ex Russia some mumba. No. Ex Russia Amen. Judiciary. And political parties near Chubi, near Nakotum 24 hours as a yana, Yaku Pani free ho, Yanku na supporters are caught near Kuyu be a free court. All these are happening. And I'm beginning to understand, and I'm an over what I'm by and say, it's a saying the M say, the trust in the judiciary. I just don't want to say any GDO, but I'm saying, and I'm asking, do you have trust in the judiciary now? The first 1 year in the presidency, your company, near why? Nina, a issue. Let's analyze this year or last year. Nah, Sani Mama Penny and Casabu Bossu. The economy. The economic environment in Ghana, dear. She said, the M say, it's stable, me wa. I mean, as far as we are concerned, it's stable. City to the dollar, city to the pounds. But, ono aka nneɛma 4. And I want us to look at those 4 aspects of governance ne first year no. Na yɛnhwɛ sɛ ne nyinaa ɛda ne kwama. (079084433338). We are here till 12 o'clock. Maybe I have a time. It's sunset in Komoho. ACD. he made mention of leadership. Say na Ghana for kra akwa akoto aba ayi obi ama na ba abedi omane so a na no kra akwa akoye ensem pii. Do you trust in our politicians? Do you see that there is a hope for change? You bet me to aba ama politicians na ya ji omadi na if is omo kodwen yen ho. Omo tena se na omo ka amanyo sem a wo common Ghanaian no omo dwen ho. These are some of the things. And my name said the Okosan line ewo Ghana akoto aba na sebe. Anya sebe kra. Na ezem se wonim di obenya. Ada se ni nwa biom. Na ofa biom, ni kunu biom, na yire biom. Na pass wo nya hwe de. Me nya hwe so beko. Why? I remember in 2006, and President Kufuor Breso, time I over powerful floor, I was working at Fox FM, and I could see how people are desperate for a change in our governance. I got to a bar, and President Kufuor Breso, we all saw it, what he did, and in memory, in Ghana's history, he is one of the best. Meaning, if you wouldn't buy a chinye, yeah, that's fine. So why you may need, yeah, that's fine. But he could be, in history, one of the best Ghanaian presidents, and I say leaders are Omaba, Omanum. Meaning, so I mean, yeah, that's fine. I mean, opinion like noses, everybody has one. That's it. Only me ya dream, you will know. Sir President John Ajekun Kufuor, na breso. Say, say, ba oboyjuma pa. And then the current presidents no maka nyina akọ nchen eko kujia futu efiri nchen anamebwa omko kujia futu efiri nchen. But what I'm saying is so the first year muna yewe. So, what do you think? The performance of the government. Abaya. Abay. So far. Mama Akwane Frey 079084433338. Na the one. So, what they are praying. Constantly your hot digital online.com. The Obiano. Yeah, the better. 07938441. Some phone lines in the age man after yen twaso in free. 079084433338. You can join us on the one. Once or so. Ode abrain maybe a man but hope you jumadi and yede bro say now what be no yede say jumadi ebebro about hot digital online eso antikoso na etie yeni nkomo ye kwa ho so me he say ye be he na yedi nkomo bia e ho ba de ntie omampani John Dramani Mahama se na me di kan ebo kakra. And someone okay, the inaugural speech 2025. The inaugural speech 2025. How are Ghana for a leadership they can believe? Their reset agenda. 1 year on. Saying Anna, is it here? Okay, so, you ever heard? Near the income 079084433338. You can join us on Skype and also. And also, the old one or the bar, you know, be income. Na yatwaso every ho. But hope you do my dear. And ya de bro, quite a bia sabri, I fear yesimi, a free non nefa, aircon. Yet you may be promedi the principal. Intercosunity hard register 079084433338. You can join us. Nani or one so or day. Abraham. Koso, let's hear. May try so super free. Na yedin komo. I've been share passes will be out with me. Ante Barakuda, Metonka, Afimu, Kobe, have New Year. Yamisha, Mame, Efia Sapon, also so. Yamisha, and Obibia Utieme, a Antiacusia Bo, Antiacusia Chow, Metonka Chapa, Demo, Menim said, Apum, a Bibia, a Coso. So 079084433338. The other one also with me at the brain.
It's accountability and the fight against corruption. Brothers and sisters, actions have always spoken louder than words. With that in mind, I have entered into a covenant with you, the good people of Ghana, in which I have enumerated 26 actions that I'll take within my first 120 days. There is reason for hope, and there is every reason for hope. But we must also have faith, because faith empowers us to trust the things that will happen. With faith, you believe what you know, and that is why we need faith to be able to achieve our reset. We need a reset with the faith we have in our country and our leadership. We need a reset with the faith we have in our institutions. We need a reset with our faith in our dear nation, Ghana. And by that, I mean in all of us, because all of us are Ghana. You are Ghana, and I am Ghana. All of you seated here today, Ghanaian citizens, you are Ghana. The people who you are with or near you as you watch this on television, in your homes, or listen on radio, or follow on social media, are what we call Ghana. I ask that we enter into the covenant with the Ghana we all love and the good people of our country who make up this dear nation. And I ask that you envision a Ghana that you want to live in, a Ghana that you want to leave behind to your children and your grandchildren. What can you do to help build that better Ghana that we all strive for? What behaviors, what attitudes and mindsets can we reset? We need a reset, and we have faith in Ghana's ability to overcome, excel, and be so successful with this reset that it will be difficult to imagine a time when that was not the case. As we stand at this momentous crossroads in our nation's history, I am honored and humbled to accept the mantle of the President of the Republic of Ghana. Today we celebrate a new administration and herald an unprecedented era of opportunity and transformation. With Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman by my side, we are poised to embark on a journey of progress and inclusivity, united in our vision for a more prosperous Ghana. This day is particularly special for us and for every Ghanaian who dreams of a society where barriers are shattered and ambitions are realized. With the inauguration of Ghana's first female vice president, we have turned a significant page in our history. Nana Jane's ascension to the high office is not merely a personal triumph. It symbolizes our collective commitment to fostering a nation where gender equality and female representation are cherished and amplified. This is a powerful testament to the power of diverse voices to shape the future, voices that have the courage to soar beyond our traditional confines. My brothers and sisters, together as we look to the horizon, we reaffirm our dedication to breaking the glass ceiling that has long hindered many from reaching their full.
So President John Mahama in 2025, and all this answer me to ja. I quite my in 2026 so the 1 year celebration some of the tuja. But you made your opinions first. Opinions first.
And ensure that the door of opportunity.
Oh, I drink in the first year, no saying any
regardless of their background.
That's what we are talking about. But we have a question here the home come Constantly hotdigitalonline.com. Now other policies are or minus peninsula to 24-hour economy in Yebusa Honsem. How so far as Yakwasi. You ever heard now affairs in ye there mine penning for now my moon penning for the veteran come and then we get into the details of Sanya Mano in I'm say my Mr. Lionel, sorry, my Lionel and but we will get into it. So the first 1 year of the president, 24-hour economy, no. Someone or the two. I just wanted to listen to that part.
To create a society where every Ghanaian.
But 079084433338, you can join us. Not the Ohono, also so or the Abraham. My main call lines and also not evening commands. I'll still finish this text anyway. And same way, met was every hour. Hello, good evening. Obani, Bokode Honey.
My John,
Nana, Bokode Afijapa. And here to come near Sashi, I need in Comobio.
Oh, that
made us a pass our friend. Now, I'm so teens of Libby.
Meteo and Samnakakra.
Yeah, fair.
And now 24-hour.
So, because I don't know now yet, one of the flagship campaign.
Yes.
And my question, I mean, was answer whether Ghana is actually as we speak now. No, are we ready for a 24-hour economy? Meaning, they are banning to draw in the campaign. And as I quite said, young can't seven go for trouble my area. Yakotnas and your plan me already a bear one. But yeah, they're not changing so far. A ban 1 year, no, including the 24-hour economy, any other issue, judiciary, even governance. Saying. Any me akono.
Well, me imagine mudi. Me huni say, say, sani usi kan na say, omo ekikan sem ni biya kwa. Unse Ghana.
Me kan say, me drink say biya sana ekwaye yana.
Me imagine mudi. Sana me huni say, omo kikan bikwa. Ena say aba ena. They are now planning towards it. But even planning no so crano. Me kwaya on faso say on betimi ayesadian. Because one say oh yeah 24-hour economy. You need first to think of one electricity. So two
make up our infrastructure.
Yes.
And in MLP, we have to put in place.
Police, no. I was so timia kwepu almost a police. Betimia guard a chrono anaju. Now here is say your police. Oko report to asem no cry. Just a wo to your friend is saying. Sheets in my home.
Muskano,
I say, Oto Petru cry and sana. Omo etimia muvuka. Until with that, no, say me, my be a shop will be now me pese me or pretty and a Jew. Nase, for arguments, arm robbers by me, and I joke can hear doom. your friends police any means a bit media not te abame ho and I say your phone no brand sometimes what friend say what so what watch here friend what they see any even to get to the police to come for assistance and no crime a problem and a two your roads ni bi o ha enti police no kra no pese oye swift se o pese o ba o e bia road ni bi o ho no a enya accessible se obetimi.
But I understand this government for roads so no they are really covering amount of kilometers near their omoye wojmo. They are investing a lot more in roads.
To be honest, I'm yet to go because probably in the next 2 weeks and I'll be at this
now with me, I'm Ghana, you need to read the law. You don't need to go there.
Meaning when they say we are not ready for sad because Newma be three way and because roads, traffic lights, and Newma be three we need to say Sanyo Manu betimi a year juma and sana bibisano ebetimi a year juma. So at I say 24-hour economy because I'm so woman transi mini Sanyo Manuma we so because share your streets ni bi lights ni so CCTV cameras nominee adini and Yama Betimia share areas, binomia, all these things, no, essential and sana your satellite system. It's not good. And to take, for instance, you machine or the receive cash.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station.
You need to put them into perspective.
I'm asking a question. Maybe we start simply say. So, now President Mahama in his speech, or can say be about leadership, ne Ghanaians, and ye control about movie crano, ye nyajidi the leader, the leadership has have a problem for some time. Into our no dear, nice or system. So,
system, but the question, let's say, and some any the problem because take for instance, we are in a democratic dispensation at this material moment.
Right.
Obitimidi na adie koka now sabi yenyina osi yenyina ye Ghana ana meboa
okay.
Inu so obi de ne car koka na se kosi port ana se ayi na se saka no yetimi sizi na ye ton cheap ema obi a. How can we all be Ghanaians? Obi atukwan akope na ade aba na se wo bo ade no auction enye nipa no na nkaye first person I will say itimi a contacting no money timi to in a democratic dispensation so yeah so ya buy na say ye gidigidi buy a different but here is somebody I didn't hear any property oh tie dem person na yetimi buy asisa nipa no koton ade na equality a woman in the oh tie ase indi no den woman no ankasa no. And some need you because if you listen to Ayina now all kind what me who say a tro and obi na atro and obi gina ho no all kind. Also no hear your mistakes near that.
And there's the moment no.
And then you come to tell the people because the question is so we try the amount and I say which row be a waiting about the car at your masses no. Any ye to say better more and I say we be at this yeah. That is what they've been doing for all these years. But then they don't mean
and it's not only him. So that's why excuse me. sorry, leadership are questionable. Man.
Yes, because you are distrustful.
And it's not only the, it's all politicians, isn't it?
Ghanaians, the majority of Ghanaians don't trust our politicians anymore. Why? Because they've been lying for quite a long time. And Ushemua, they always loot. And let me be the ordinary. Meanwhile, and run to me and near Juma. So why? Because yeah, and I say, Aquano preference saying, Aqua question come here, Omachina Omodenekwa Kotumu. Fair enough to deter others not to do that. Don't hear them in and then, what about a politician? And so, make it, your friends' assertions, also done here. What did them in Emrano has to say, and Sika, I was saying, Timitra. That is why you build how you build your mind. In Tina, a man for a distrust woman. Why? Because a politician bet made in trouble. Scot free. I'm asking Tianica. I'm an answer about the GS crash.
Omampani can sing me. Omampani?
Similar thing. No,
President can sing me in 7th of January 2025, 1 year on.
Yeah.
Maybe we saw about 4 or 5 of them.
Okay.
So far, how far? He made mention of.
Okay, me too.
He made mention that there are some critical areas I don't want to go. First is economic restoration and stabilization of the microeconomic environment.
Yes.
No, I feel 1 year on economic restoration and stabilization of the microeconomic environment. Ghana is
well, you hear with the city, no, any, to me, no, I think, like, and I say, from the layman's view, no, you say, your friend is saying,
but the stabilization of the city there. Yeah. Would you think say stabilize it? Who say? Okay.
But how much has been put in for it to be where it is at this
time? All right. My main call the second improvement at the also opposite way. Yeah, my main call second one. This is the adjustments are stabilized. The only room the Indian to achieve become. Second, idea of also improvement of also a business and investment environment. To ensure Ghana is once again open for businesses. Is that true? No, I age 1 year on. And I would seek investment in Ghana. And I would advise you be an investor to invest in Ghana. How do you feel?
Well, investors, yeah, will be about the top profit and all the echo. So I say, but then you have to invest in your people because right now, no, Ghana is like a crowd. Ubi abamwa, ubi timidi, iwi biababi. Na wasisa isika no deko. And that is the name America, your friend is saying, Sika, pompisi, bema sidino, sidino, etimi as gaining in value.
Yeah.
Because it's not reflecting on the masses. Because when the masses, say masses, no, a year, your friend saying, a stable economy. Now, omuno. Sika na on the year Juma any a year. The city itself will gain value. who tell them a person Chinese because
But you
who
see,
force
the
subsidy no
economy
and money more value because show sika ye pumping no what the emphasis is ya pumping be yeah and I say sika ye they try say they be stabilizing no
Yeah.
say ye the among Ghanaian businessmen and now ye youth no and no more be nyuma and ye you know money ade and na ye timi export to nyoma ye say CD no in its own you know will gain its value as well as say masses no as so to why
right.
because that dollars now the try say they be force so man you know say could youth no ho say youth no mfanye nnuma yento mowers yento tractors yento we no mu start see ye large scale farming ni we no ne export ya nyoma na it will see the nkasa beginning the value. But here is
So it
the
appears
city is getting
all
the
views
value.
is that we're
Masses are
doing
suffering.
an artificial stabilization of the city.
Yes, this is what I personally
Okay. Okay.
What did they mention?
Okay, let's go to the third point. Maybe some of you first will be brave. The third point, governance and constitutional reforms.
Yes.
See, Wama Constitutional Review Commission about one thing. Almost in semi-break. I don't have all this some woman chain, but I know say President say almost proposed to say a 5-year term instead of 4 years, Now Obeko President Beko 2-year term. A whole lot of proposals I know about, but I think that is an expectation I have from other governments. Say constitutional reform be unfamiliar. But buying at a point, at me, at the proposals, at a committee, mom the proposal about Bonting. Yes, I have another committee. I almost say, yeah, accept it, and I say, yeah, adapt it, and I say, yeah, criminal. Is it, no, so then, why, you be, and
Well, me who say ye say ye timi ye constitutional review. But then the question is, a new mass microphone or power a proposal Bibri wa in here because a been saying 8 years, 5 years, yeah, yes, and farmer woman.
It's a proposal. It's a proposal.
To me, no, yeah, a drawback you are at Trema because a nipa no ba no nim the all by and the obey more minor. It doesn't matter, say woman 1 year crana. Na say or feel say or nipa no nim the obey bet me I left your mind. It can be done. And we know so your friend is saying 8 years old, but 8 years no 4 years. No, na a month for a share.
No, 4 years be one.
Na ya bisa nipa no am enunti ne to aba no ye bisa nipa no say yen san fa another 4 years ne nka ho ana indi de wo ye no say nso ania then I don't see why I was me Sunday 1 year as I count indi no then midterm obeye na say wo de wo ye no yeah. Then we are giving you 8 years. That is one thing they don't understand. Indeed, 5 years now, because I say no say a drawback that you are at Rema. No, ya bet you the annual no so ubetimi and nom 20 and you. Indeed, that is one thing.
Okay, so final. But not the least, and I said the church cry. Accountability and the fight against corruption. The first 1 year.
Yes. So who is accounting to who? That is the question. Because our politicians are not being accounted for. Institution because they say
your Office of the Attorney General, your Office of the Special Prosecutor, your other economic organizations are almost crimes, corruption, accountability bit me about for my baby be a comma. So
yes, but my question is some institutions are being governed by one person Because anything Emma make us any
They
pana
are,
power.
they have their own constitutions. It's not by a person.
Okay, Mr. Wu, so make me you are no say.
Go ahead.
Who appoints the IGP?
The president.
Yes. So if I appoint you, do you think, say, your friend is saying, me uni mami, say, time, conflict of interest, to be between me about, sir, I didn't. Because at the end of the day, Van Dyke, at least, you may be a more, main fan say, or yeah, Nikano in some way, obey Ika Basenka, wana, beer, young fanny say, who do also, and a woo ye were Juma nominee the idea. Oh, dear matron, in the institutions, no, majority of them, no. Appointments, are being made by these politicians. In the conflict of interest, na near and nona saa nipa na ye pa wo mu saa nyoma we num na wo se wo mutimi de ba abonten na ye hunu se saa nyoma no ye wo se yetimi twam na police edi ne ho so soldier di ne ho so we di ne ho so because ayi president intimi nye chief of your friend is saying commander in chief of the Ghana forces no I was saying saa nyoma ni nyina timi sesa. So what did you mention as in
now who expect to say constitutional but we have institutions, sir. Nature say they are in charge, says some corruption. Says Super Form.
Yes.
Office of the Attorney General. We have the IOCU. Your friend say special prosecutor. Oh, you know,
special prosecutor.
Corruption, yeah.
There be special prosecutor.
What do you blame on the president?
Yes, scenario, Mr. Wu. I mean, no yes scenario, special prosecutor. Wono, the Jumana Oye, Onya Otimi investigative case, it has to be approved by the Attorney General.
Right.
Oh, did them perception and sana otimi aye juma. In the no then Attorney General no so has been appointed by the president, and all these things has to change. What you see, all these things has to change. Indeed, the chain command, and na Emma sign your money in a timi because special prosecutor neno. Last Attorney General and a no so because or no prepare any case in hand. He has to take it to the Attorney General for approval. Attorney General also president and appointing. So at the end of the day, it's the same kukrukai obi obrofwa obeka. So did they mention as it has to change. Saa nneɛma wei ɛna yɛ paw nipa ama wɔn mu aba abɛsesa nti nipa na yɛ paw wɔn mu no yɛ paw wɔn mu sɛ wɔn mu mmra na wɔn mɛyɛ wɔn sɛ wɔn akora na wɔn ka biribi sɛ ɛyi yɛ friend sɛ ɛskrasha deɛ wɔn anka wɔn hwɛ but saa deɛ no so bɔ yɛ ka bebree ɔho deɛ mɛkyerɛ no nti no then this is it ɛyɛ gimmick. If they want
so we are getting into the new year. And I hear anymore, the future, what lies ahead as Ghana.
Yes.
How do you see the future of Ghana?
The future of Ghana is bleak unless our politicians understand that Ghana is for Ghanaians, all of us. All they them a person channels. Na yetimi trasi, yetimi shishamra, ebetimi abua or mino amana ye because they say no.
But
meaning when they say politicians, no, are hijacking Ghana and nobody Ghana ye umupe. But it shouldn't be like that because I was said will be a timmy checky war because nobody is checking them. Who did them a person? Because why would we take a president who did them a person? na be a watimi abedi o man so for 8 years obedi o man so 8 years ye sika timi ira ye nioma timi say ye we a ye say na saa nipa no owo immunity say ono yentimi emfre no kra misa no say ade we say ye den na aba ni say ade we ye den na ye say ye den na aba say
anyway
na so kwa watchman na wo de watchman etu ufie ano na se wade ye yira free ufie no mu a na watchman no wo ba na wontimi misa no say enioma no ye den na yira ya. This is what we are doing as a people. And you know, all these things has to change. Immunity.
because I'm looking at the angles to say the attitude of us, we Ghanaians, so probably have to change. Then and all this, the people living in the country. If you want our future to be say it's we ourselves, the Ghanaians who live in the country, our attitudes are
yes. Very important. And I say, yeah, you bet me, yeah. Oh, dear, in your government. Because a nipa that's a need, intimate di or no one or mine intimate in also. And nothing a fat nipa, Emma, any institutions, Emma, Sanio Mano, intimate, you must say, be move or minor. Now you sign, crash, and tria wonka. Oh, dear, dear, me person, Intino says, Sani Panon to me, near Jumania, or mine untiminsis, because even here, who died Panoa, they will do say, oh, dear, dear, and a year, Juma, because this is a woo, ya amount 20 kilometers per hour, I say. Now, 30 kilometers per hour. Now, police, ye camera, Chiwa, na BBS, police ni no cry no or no or na say nipa na odi wasem. You don't even know them. But then you define no bar. You go and pay. Why? Because the law is working. And the law no nipa na oti on you don't even nipa na or Clementis are near them. You don't even know them. This is how things has to work.
Okay.
What did I mention?
Yes. The law no must work. Nyamicha me dase pa na me nkona me fa calls ni bi ense ye di nko ache. Nyamicha pa me dase pa. All right. So, well, I think say di nko no kakra ache 18 minutes to 11 o'clock. Me enko lines no so bi no so ajapo nyamicha for your time. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Mamata.
Yes.
Afin chapa.
I think Martin. And I wap to her. Another day I can view.
You go so can point. You have point 12. You have point.
You, Michelle, stay here. You have to continue to say Afishiapa all the time, or.
Some no one can say Afin in Tina Memo Afishapano.
Oh, okay. Now from Comatrin. You, them a Japokurican. Now, second 24-hour service. That man, who were 24 hours. 50, back and there, 50 at champion time, or Mokola one. Mokola marketing within 24 hours. Ya when I was in the Maba and a drink. To the morning. Na mo a the better so. Na others and so. Oh, one paternals and no one so I continue. Now, Mom, I saw my Ghana quadrant on your politicians.
Okay.
Politicians no quite. There sometime be me too were broom area for. There was where baby be never be safubi. Well, open them one sassy. Why bet you one sassa and sabi a hoko na zinina tiara or pedawa assassin to one simmer. One fat miraquim. Me too bibi or broom side one. But here in Western region is it, or your West. Especially, all your night, if you ain't the oil be. Some politicians ananso sɛ government nso wɔn ho ayɛ kuro wɔpɛ dɛ instead dɛ bi a wɔbɛgye asase wɔ hɔ wɔayɛ no adombram sɛ ɔyɛ politician na mbɛfiri dɛ bi a president nso nim ho bi instead wɔbɛkɔ ɔhene a ɔwɔ asase no hɔ direct no ɛna wɔgye no nam beebi wɔpɛ dɛ asase no kura mpo instead dɛ bi a daakye bi royalties reba mu a ɛhɔn a wɔwɔ asase no wɔbɛ benefiting wɔn dɛ hɔ no dɛ wɔyɛ naive wɔmfa dɛm adze no nkɔ otumfoɔ asase do but the other side no ɔno yɛanhwɛ yie a yɛbɛhu dɛ bi a they are trying to take the land in a cheap way bi if one could direct ɔhene kura mpo wɔ asase no yɛbɛhu na adze a wɔbɛyɛ no kura mpo daakye bi sɛ benefit bi reba ho a na wɔnkɔ government ho mpo na the landowner no nso ne sa nso nka ma wɔde ɔne sa ka na wakɛyɛ politicians nti ɔyɛ dɛ government ana the whole Ghanaians yɛbɔ yɛ nwa papaapa ɛyi ka ho na ɔma sɛ investment bi reba ɔbɛyɛ ho dɛm a bɛhu na wayɛ fed up na wɔyɛ because ɛyi si ne za na wakɛyɛ manso ɛmɛmɛ side hɔ western region eastern region hɔ adze a wɔyɛ anya wɔbɛyɛ dɛm a na investment mpo na wayɛ fed up na wɔkɔ nti sɛ government nso nyɛ mi bi a nkyɛ dwuma bebree tumi bɛ Ghana but wɔyɛ
aban a wɔte so yi John Dramani Mahama
aban na ɔte do ma mmeka ka ɔbɛka de na aban na ɔte do sɛ ɔno nso yɛ the same thing dɛ ma aban bi a wɔbɛtwam dɛ sɛ wɔkata asase a wɔnhu the right owner wɔde ne nam na kwana nkurɔfoɔ nso wɔmpene ɛnɛ nwibɔ yɛ aba nti aban yi sɛ wɔaba no ɔno nso wankɔ direct to the direct owners a ɔbɛyɛ the same thing kɔsɛ na dze nakɔ ntumi sisi biara nti ɔma wɔayɛ biribi a ɛfuna ba ho papaapa ɛbɛyɛ na nkurɔfoɔ wɔde ho
24-hour economy a aban de tu dwa so wɔdi wo no nkroma press na wɔ hɔ me yɛ mu deɛ yɛbɛto companies ni bi Ghana Breweries Limited sɛ meka ne Ghana Cocoa companies bi hɔ na yɛyɛ adwuma Guinness Ghana Limited ne ade 24 hours no no mo yɛ ade dada na anema bebree ɛkɔ so now the question I ebisa ne sɛ is Ghana even ready now CCIA Ghana state city to say between a 24-hour economy where the infrastructures I don't know meaning say a building an IM building and I say it's just that Abino just came out with a slogan BBD Komo am I Ghana for you to Traba and I feel I'm going to is that what it is?
The ejima waba Ghana pan only the politics party the be private power not say that you are coming for business on your own pocket and your family.
I know they have business abafa.
Oh no, only business. Now the American come time. And I even Gold Coast time.
Yeah.
I read demand for your pay.
Right.
And I was saying government to be pure and fairly free. On no corner and there. Now come time and so on some fan of Quella. Why detention were all the time. Into them and to try naming on you hope.
Yeah.
And a champion some bay, yeah. If in the Rollins Bay, if you or yeah, the bottom to examine. Not say the discipline so or one side. It is a government always offer her ideas. The America, the only business is for government and the people.
Yeah.
But the man's knowing whom what bad pet for family and others and business on their own. Never masses, no. Yet when you
how does the future of Ghana look like now? Your future.
Oh, so when you president, whatever, either way, sincere that you are coming to serve the people.
Right.
One fanyam some no way bearing near there, Sabi, they be a mechanic, put your thinking cap on, and Yaman and Anam no started school with her into him. Now, Regiment no, you know, she loved the country. Then America said, well, America comes first. Into a wide room, one with them, warrior to help the country, to boost the country. And we said, and there, what you training here. No, about benign June police then. Now, son, again, a corruption super or you're there individuals and what I seek a become. The social housing. In Peno, when you buy 2 rooms to be Abaniza, small rent no so. He pays so to me pay rent. No more from Monsignor baby that corruption so I am back. Mamma Kada America. In fact, I see in a West Wakata no support, even Japan. After then I say 100 years. Now 100 years you will pay about £3 a month. Who cannot pay £3 a month?
Yeah, but 100 years nobody.
Some system need to work where we have to learn.
Now we're ready 100 years now.
Pardon?
100 years nobody.
No, I said a corruption no. Where and can they kiss where a house? Ghana to build the houses on not the corruption number. National government resources, social housing. We can afford to pay. So to crampa what Benson some bay at them so well, nip pick a crampa osnity. A bimback and a cheap papa nonsense in American. I can't say
they're moving back.
I can't say the same to flat now what Jim Crawford. I'm a young one in Via because you have housing. You don't pay much. They Ghana pay 3 years advance, pay 5 years every month to be an can one do the may be unfetter. Into Mansum Zamba kind. Or me in Nara, you help to beat Ghana.
Antimata Yamisha Madasipa. Why? Principal Yamisha. Okay, bye. All right, so just about 8 minutes to be 11 o'clock. 07908443338. Bohobi Jumadi and Yade Prewi. Now, what tree munano. And a fiason, you see, a chassis, now what tree kind money any in a real year, 7th, and the 9th, and so. In common ye, ye heard on pennies more kind way back in 2025, 7th of January. And ye heard 1 year on, saying in a city, a 24-hour economy. The stabilization of the city, the engineer who says the city in the age and a horde and so. A general super. Nemo saying the city. Well, 07908443338. Also with me a friend. Nadia one on so what they are praying. My penny John Mahama, 1 year on, and summer or the Tuja Ebini.
Development in the future of our beloved nation.
Of course, there's the issue of national
so for
unity.
all this, we are grateful.
Recall that the
first and
president,
foremost,
after having
to the
taken
Almighty
office,
God,
one of the first things he
we're
did
grateful for
was
his
to take
protection,
flight to
for
the
his
Upper
peace,
East region to meet
and the
with the
safety
people of Bok.
he has granted us. We're grateful to the men and women who wake up every day to keep this country moving. That our nation, Ghana, when we get back to the house. Distinguished guests, human effort alone. Wisdom cannot be manufactured. Strength is not infinite.
So 07908443338. You can join us now and come on. Yan Twasu in free or 1 year on President John Dramani Mahama and some of the two Constitutional Commission, Nehon, some review or the chair, odi hu dwuma the economy yesika sem businesses adwuma ye ewo manum and the 24-hour economy all these 120 days the first na say they are wired so in the so your assessment of the president's performance and the government as a whole and yesha yedi hu enkomo 0790844338 which me afre hotdigitalonline.com at the principal continuity hotdigitalonline.com
of confidence, both within our country and in the international community. The work we have begun is far from finished. But today reminds us that progress is not measured.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
By trust that is rebuilt and correct direction that is regained. Thanksgiving must also be accompanied by recommitment. And so today, we recommit to ethical leadership, we recommit ourselves to service above self, we recommit ourselves to governance anchored in integrity, competence, and compassion. Development and progress touches every part of our country. And so let us move forward with humility. Let us lead with empathy. And
we move forward with empathy and lead with all the enthusiasm and the bit me ayebia man bit me akwanimu. And here ho any yedin komo afa and etwe. Na me heard him say the 24-hour common okay, I did 1 year economy na akosi saying stability of the economy there, say this year it's a year of rebirth of political activities. And in end of the month of January, NPP for also called primaries na and also one some but next week kono and you read 9:30 echo yebidi hunkomo na share up to the end of 31st of January the NPP flag bearership primaries saying and a hon semisi echo saying etie but December is so December afi ayi wo mu kona wie December NDC for so echo akoyi flag bearer ma refise o mampani John Mahama afi nyaade a obetimi the 4 years yi so sisi wo twa 1 3 years can wontimi nye omo entote ene se by December yi flag bearer enipa no bi din bebre ba be totwa so this year is a whole year of rebirth of political activities you be di hunkomo e wa ha but mame lines no so na yento aso na yen hwe looking at the performance of John Mahama in the first 24 months and I say afi edi kan any but on one lines you see. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Principal.
Yes, sir. I think I'm here. I'm a penina.
You don't mean to be your penisa.
Debbie, do you know I am saying, would you know Akasanoma?
Yeah.
Aha. Akasanoma, thank you. I'm saying, Papa, anti voice in the cry between me. Let's say.
You don't find that I am a so type here.
And I say, no, sir, and your message, Santino. Yeah, say, I say Sunday in the time, okay, Intino. Yeah, say Wednesday, no, a choir bump, cry. Sunday, no, see the bathroom. Royal baby, Royal baby, that's my baby.
Your own, not Ghana, no. I say, you be no, our short memory. Na short memory, no, me the mechanism acquire your cancer be a cigar for sooner. Or more, they say, or my yenny short memory, no, to their sense, say. Oh, my, to me can contemplate some sa not done no credit by force. Ye po yempo not done no credit. Yeah, no one.
Psychology. When you do psychology, try and say. Mammy can say, psychology training, sir. And throw. Oh, we can throw repeatedly. And go for so what? The Bianoka, so what? The Bian one of Jinaswa. You have a money at a credit, ever done a credit.
So I don't know what they do on mine. That's the law of the law of the country now. No, mrapa okromo no mo bende no. Omo find loophole no they enrich themselves. So they enrich because they come in to enrich themselves and then the majority suffer. Importance we no ya man ye be konkan nya.
Stopping them from doing it. Let's stop you on somebody. Because no mampani when the final year no woody. And as far as I know, my name John Dramani Mama. Why any point blank so no ya dia wo be say third pen bi enti no wo hwe ne say who John Mama meet you who John Ba
omo kuta adwempa no de aboa no
but on ne die ne mu enti who kuta adwempa nya yi le mayi afi no ma fa de adwempa
ohine hwade bi wa ha o omanya ye ni infrastructure etimi ma ye 24 hours I don't think I do one no beka. And now they put to be in place. No one say transportation is moving, this is moving, this factory is running. To talk about 24 hours economy. Get the crowd one boss no. Unyam enfant to that. Some cocoa them in fancy support of cocoa there. Let me running on 24 hours. I don't to me back. It's the achievement now. Why?
And the same maybe almost support the other investments are more ye poultry near they are supporting them.
Me cry there. Well, me to me kasa me Ghana ni bi because three kasa na me kana me di Ghana aduane. You know, to me kasa me Ghana ni. E tru be bia na nipa kora nu ye ho. Ye wo ye beto asase no so. So do mo ye too much. What that die fin kola bele mu saa me de ni ye bon kokora ene mrewa. Mo da in. Adai.
So, how is the future look like? Ghana, your future, pa?
It's a brink. The future, no? Brink it.
And I said to shining. Yeah.
Me as I call creators, looters, and sharers regime, no there. Any future for now. That's what I could put it. Unless that we know God the bit me do man akonanim. I was saying critical thinkers. So nipa we no om be susu ne politicians na MPs no. Na MPs no me inform nya ta akura.
So where are these critical so where next election, where are these critical thinkers? Critical thinkers.
On your man and then the constituency.
So the critical thinkers.
My MP 24 years on your project and no say what boys here didn't your boy no didn't
and the critical thinkers can be Akazama. What can be good critical thinkers? Way.
We need to find them. We have them.
You can find them.
Oh, Ghana nim therefore ho. Ade nya ba ko no. Yenya nim dia na nya sana ma na agboro.
Yeah, but it takes the politicians to run the country. It is a critical thing can honor so on politician. No tinifia. No
constitution no ko fa pamonta personal ade. Obu na critical thinkers ni bi obi on go school on see school dem down not than it training answer just the papa only no.
So how are we going to get these people involved? That's my question.
So we need to handpick them. So
why go handpick them?
From across the board, from a party across the party. And to say a new union government be in place, Ghana you to me we ba also ye de ono pe de wo ba ye on to aso so ba the policy we ba no kan tradara to from no be e ka bi 24 hours economy who infrastructure no kra now they are 12 impo who dem ibuso 12 year wo ho yi kra you use 12 no e mutu do say na 12 no e adwuma full time of Ghana will be a total of
85.
10 about Okodimutu, Okodifu, about 3 o'clock. I know I found a bag, no coffee. 5 no crampo more. And 12 hours in Pom the year Juma. Now I have production, I'm a production Yaba Omanum. Walk of 24 hours at the count. So then I say, holiday. The mood 12 on the bay 24 hours in the mood 12 pen on the bay with a 3 set or 4 set of people near Juma. And see 24 in the name. So you could more confirm benefit black. So while near Juma, you bet you can the corruption, Quebec capital nation of corruption. The whole world, Quebec capital nation of corruption could be in Siege Munda. Sick note to Kwana Carbon. Yeah, see a man set. Yeah, I'm fire Nancy for my penny for no me.
So you made mention of mindset. Yeah, Ankasa Enipano. Do we need a reset of our mind? Yeah, Ankasa Ghana for the civilians in the private sector.
You say I feel the and I mean New Year's resolution in that. Me for the last 10 years in the dream maybe not TV Kwana na me nhwe time na me nhwe date na me fata nti me boss also the bia me started my juma my age 20 years ni the bia me balance from the one I'm starting
where
the bia me balance wa juma
who call it
because me use time for anything me nhwe time kura
now how can you live without using time without what TV they find on her it's okay but you don't have to use time
time na I said we are take kwa na no me bi catch mo na time no so hwa na call too fast now o say me ya catch I don't use time to do anything but me planning be ahead of me be well in advance me be me program me ho ya dey well in advance me in fact I'm no hwa
and then I didn't know relate
to I didn't do na makopa na me dey dey me dey say me ma dey
I didn't know relate to you.
I know my personal reason.
Okay.
She said the majority but me use time. So me use time.
Do you think you need a reset one because I will reset Ghana?
Yeah, because me mentally, me
need reset.
Well, yeah, because me need plan bia me to but me so my programming mo.
Na so Michelle na say me boa.
Yeah. Reason chana me the say adwuma na me before no just say before no na me nkwana na me
okay
na adwuma so me got too earlier neighborhood me so me machine na disturb early morning okay me call adwuma 10 me start adwuma 7 na me call 10
but you have a reason anyway which is reasonable. Into never send you time. Don't know. There's no one change you time. No anyway.
A man setting no was nipa na yes son. So also some man setting na wo say na my program say na my life for. Bibia open on bia o sabeka. Wo betimi aye. Ba yan ye ho sa. Nye tembia.
John Mahama say reset agenda. Yes, Ghana on reset. 1 year on. What say Ghana for reset? Reset BB.
No be na so wadwen ma. So some to one who say a dear way or some any because of this so buy amount. Ghana for your problem back on no. Bibia freebie and about way bad obey omoboa. Only thing you want also who change you lifestyle, who change you attitude, way of life living. They're near to politicians, no so too much. So omoboa so because what they say is not what they do. They're two different things. You say they rush you too much. Tina say me time make up video. O kan o tia, o ko na twintwin keke. No mo so enjoy.
Anyway.
You don't know power. Mo pa wi na abogu.
Ho amo.
Well, the MPP for Samra. They cause mo ye no mo nye. We no ba. O ma abe hono nsuo no. Now, say, Ghana is you, not a coffee. After the Milo, what is the difference between coffee and Milo? Me tear me Milo, we ain't no money.
fish agencies ne other ifo no IMF ne ade ene se ka se yeto aba e wo Ghana se abre ye ka se ni due na se yeto aba Ghana MPP ne NDC John Mahama gina e mo se John Mahama be wini
One kasa
by state agency ni bebre IMF your agency ni bebre
the yentum futuro mu omania because omo aba omo ko to asun so no omania no say ni papa mo say ni boni mo see the near hwe o ti ona the gold wo de sisi omo de sisi koko akuya from no and omo buy status na omo de gold board no wo see gold board wo be 2 grams ase na wo beto grams no so free grams say wo beto gold to grams for now the CD atop grams say now wakoton gold no who the CD akoto gold who to gold no free grams say for no wakoton dollars ni na chi no timi boka for the why
anyway that's not part of the discussion probably that's not it and then can come on team but say that am ya di hun komo kakra good board for no ababo tin sami jemfi ama explanation tie me sami jemfi ama explanation but don't tie me
this should be different sir
ko kasa man kembie ye fancy anyway me that's ye fancy actually
yo me that's it
nyame chapa e be share bio e be din komo all right okay so 11 minutes after 11 079084433338 we are looking into the future Sabre na you heard the past 1 year abano 10 months ni mu ani anase bibi emphasize abano e by 7th of January and now almost in some of the two dra Saina Akwasi, how do you assess the Mahama's administration? Baby Ababidri. And look at it into the future. Is there a hope? Omanpeni Ekaino. 079084433338. You can join us live. hotdigitalonline.com Nani Ohono. Also Ode Abreye. Cosinity 079084433338. Yenin komo na yentwaso free ho.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Yeni emre nkaso nanso ahwe ya amanye nti hot kika memre so asiasini oh hot kama yesa mo pen akwadan hu dachi ananani age opani twanani anani raho mara husempa na miken mintam kese na mi bosui memranti bremu menti afutuo elamina binyo Mrantiani mabawa mutieme ankama yesa mudao ankama yesa mupen suku yi ma ufodi mikobi na sukoda boni semti manyire mi wensu ade oyi medi kwan so mayedi kan bedi achire ma phone na ye jami ti mamu from this way in ya grow mamu from this way in ya grow cry anga emrebeti na sanija anga sam from me kami anga misaya kwada biema anga sam from me kami my SM pain Kani awafana mi wobio disi kenyina womanum medi ma hodi nyina somemba jama fansa mufwa na misamemu enebode abanji mituoi ma free me mama yem masampa ko fire there my SM pain misi tsunami num sorry pa bring some and try me photo and some mama through you Let me saw the one I miss up. I hold the hopium. As I found out, was your son of one. Come to Fuset, Jainunia.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Yes, we are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. www.hotdigitalonline.com. We are live on TikTok. And have a Hot Digital app. www.hotdigitalonline. You can get us live here on Hot Digital Online. 15 minutes after 11. But hope you Jumadi at bro. You didn't come out 1 year on. President John Dramani Mahama and his governance. That's the music coming from Reverend OJ. Minister OJ. See my eyes open. I fear Remy, I'm finding you in your future. You know where the SSA for free. I said, not a 2 for self per ma. Now, I'm 24 on some home can say. If you are here, I'll say Mappel. As a move. 60 minutes after 11, hotdigitalonline.com. So with me a friend at the order, I don't show you how they are brave, the principal. And we quite a beer, you made a bro. Fee. Because you don't so know you have a boana, Yaboa, a year. Won't be my chat to say, Yeniana said, did you made in a bro? Your call lines, no, sir, not yen trasso. You had 9 trust me in income. Nanamisa.
Yes, Mr. Principal Fisher.
I think I'm here. I feel senior to come. I feel here in Casayo.
I feel in Casa is a who can I talk about be mouse in young.
Oh, any more than you will have more than a frame, and I'm a friend. Now, Kubab in the arrangement.
Bomodiana, yes, Saturdays, they are many agreement, you bet me one Saturdays.
No problem. I heard Saturdays in a hurry.
Good.
Now, I call Kivas, friend Kivas, the manager home.
Uza. Good.
Anyway, Mwakaba, you may have said, "Didn't what you
may know, President Mama, member, I come once. Are there Mebana Basoye international affairs are a bow, a board to make a be?
And no, could you talk back on a dano?
And sir, could you turn to me, Mamma Cancer, my brother, President Mama, authorize it?
And okay, no yadri.
Yeah, be of Baba Kabiana, President and Sasha, and son of which Mabel come cause or not. Why appointing to be on a general?
But also, no, there's a criticism. I say, on Tono, can in Tamil.
Ghana for a cabet, meaning Ghana for a yajin.
Okay.
Majority Ghanaians say criticize you could tabrakwan. I don't agree. Many you could tabrakwan a yajin 100%. If we are say also an hour power and then on chess of our power and willing for. And Ghana no yes international affairs in the region of 50. Russia got to share Ukraine for also. President Akufo-Addo regional UN Assembly equity say Russia seriously. And this Americans who are got to should be so. Nasa young criticize it better than a word they will say region of 50. It is to say you condemn right, you can't condemn left. To be this and who I say a man is this, we are saying a week. Now say we are seeing not come to agreement to say the America and yes, sanction you need initially, yeah, or better from. But we are saying a week. Africa alone, we can bring America to his knees. You bet to my sanction almost say, yeah, man will pray to Africa continent to show baby, a better from. Because he come to Africa and yet as an to our bet, in whom will be more. In will be more on my journal and Naman Udin. We have to make us a young dollar curriculum. They are why to be in trade with dollar bill. That will be the end of them. That's why I have Emma or Komikis are moving. Also, I'm interested in say Munofachan, also I could trash you be so, no, I could trash you be so, because also, who could you tabra? When quite a member in this abaso, waka.
A Chroma Prime Minister, crying to me, Gary.
And so what criticizing bitterly.
But also they are all still looking into the details, numbers somewhere. Any details, I'm not too sure. A couple of days ago.
Media Matisse what criticize the credit but say on release the president now and you're right to say obetu akwa should be so Ghana demand say on release now so na media Matisse was social media hodo
oh
Ghana say no credit say na man for Canada and me Barnabas so
Matisse Ghana released that statement
yeah me Barnabas because who is superpower and no say kotisho bi so anyhow UN General Charter now yen na Ghana ye the ensasha see be say you better respect your member ne sovereignty. Also, I don't just a official biso because also we are superpower into young can wasm. Empire be a rising or planet Earth we should be at top of in the end and a better form. American rule forever. In the end, the better for and say, o to say yes, you be sure. Ka say sorry yes, and ka say sorry me so. Because if you honest what about yes, yeah. One can say one criticize the next but to show so better no be so criticize. Abe boa so. Nto ku jata ba kwese no kure say what criticize there be even me boy this abaso say we 100% because Russia here no ye condemn here US here as you to me condemn. Only the policy obi dey na abaso dey say auto to social crop so. Enya right. Dey enya right na enya right. Ebi so a superpower enti no obeto aso o mekum ye
you think it is just a matter of be a superpower? It's about accusations are yeah boss Venezuela for leader or a drug leader drug dealer name Yamanema and it's just the Americans to prove beyond without doubt so they are so to prove to the world to say and it's messy that's the reason here they are questioning of course Obia ready mu say obi betna say na drug dealership ne all these things no and then my leadership now share with the world, you know, a very clean and I mean desirable leadership on the tree.
Principal, Sabi, young colony TV we see Nipan here drag na wakochin. After the take over
all these drug monies, you know, air supply too.
Nipan drag into na wakochin. Watching now, fair enough. Why do you want to take over the oil? Madam is a propaganda. They be an job. Offense the colonialism and Kurumaka. And I'm what the edge. What you need there? Why do you want to take over the oil? Madam is a who propagated the Tonos oil engine or what you need area is finished. Obama Kochi, Osama bin Laden, Yakuni say, Osama now one for. I plan to terrorize America. What you do, Kuna? The end of story. I didn't know so fast for the oil. That means that oil engine acquire and any part into acquire into Shadan, the world media who propagated it at the tourist. So, propaganda.
Well, you was due to court, I think, was it today?
I mean, some of my matters or more aqua court and aqua producer not greeting or a prisoner of war.
Well,
prisoner of war. And the media, Okujata Brakwani NDC, where the member of Mabas 100% minimum AR. Because also an NHS could say who will be Mazo. Because also, if we are saying almost a week, the we are seeing a cabo say yes, Sanchin or more, American, a better top of night is a one or a bema who could be say, May Sanchin. If we are saying a young $2 and a collebium, no young vessel will be to master no one in Nanzubioma. We, Africa alone, can bring America to its news. Africa lose, come to Africa, ye can say ye need GDBI over top of but one Ebema, who has balls to do that? Also, I'm just a couldn't say Munu amount for a month. Here, call your name no. A honor and a member of Mama, but so bet overall and a member of the principal and Koye and Oque the Ebacope because under President Kufuaduana, dollar no crown and who are dancing Sidino. Oko bow down so a 5-bedroom now or spending £6,000 between 5,500 to 6,000 pounds. And Ghana City no why $1 a week. Oko bow 5 bedrooms so it's 167,000 Ghana City, so which is 11,000 pounds. And you know, and Fasodi Ben Ebre. You see, President Mama, what the Diaspora, I can say 17th region of Ghana. And he say Ghana for any benefit, so say yes, so Diaspora and so you to me benefited. Sika na economy na ye ne ye nyina no ye da ban ase ye pe Ghana ye it doesn't matter in this MPP Ghana ye mu na ye nyina ye pe se Ghana sika no ho aye den ese se niam no bo nso no ekofom na ye nso abrochie for no ye tu me benefit na Ghana for no so benefit na economy a abrochie for na ye di sika ba no e sofa na ye ntumi mfa sika na emba na businessmen no pe na benefit na they are not reducing niam no bo na Ghanaians living in the country no are struggling no dear. And for so the end, so the economy na ye dear, so near my boy no ekofo. Na yen diaspora, including Ghanaians living on the land, get profit. Na see on businessmen pen again. Omo ete Ghana na yen diaspora na we are struggling. Didn't know another time about board down so na £6,000. Now they but then they say you go board down so it's £11,000.
Yeah, but at that time now, the foreign currency was very stronger. Until you now, Udiskaka Krabi Kwa. Now, it by how much does it buy in Ghana? And what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Ghana needs what you are at that moment, and that's Sabreno. Scout, no, so the one that's all.
I don't say Siciano, and I make us economy and a yepe. Say economy, I bet, and near money bonus as I say, from equal, the same. I don't know. None of the time, I send £6,000. I bought me down to 5 bedroom. Then they have to send 11,000. Economy na in a way, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter.
To what diaspora because you have to send more now.
I have to send more money. Why do I have to send now? I think it costs me £6,000. I'm going to send £11,000
because of the exchange rate.
Yeah, Ajine, na ye enquire. And then I Kufuado. And then I Kufuado time on me paper no him me credit me ya there I am evidence. Go between and politics.
I and now my dream.
And now my dream.
Fish are Yahoo.
Me more me to me politics because
I don't know
evidence based.
I don't know the India they are common. You didn't talk already team the no the team and answer. They are doing things in our education.
Ajina Yahoo na ye didn't ya kwana dia kwese the name na ye tron odwom no.
I know now.
And then another
friend say.
For say
Nidin say you need you.
I mean I say I know the Ajina catfish me boy no ye pen Ajina no. If I'm right.
I dream different. What time you dream more?
Me the Ajina na ye ndi nim the idea nkwan na ye di dua shemu na ya kwan no.
Ebi o ye nkwan na so ye twitwa eno so ye fine pa. Eno so ya.
Sa nam no. And then na Kufuado time na sa Adwene no. Ye ton ba ko mako 6 50 Ghana cedis. Ba ko mako 6. And then Ghana na ye no. Ye ton Adwene ba ko say 50 cedis into no that means say who trade with Ghana we lose Adwene mako 5. And then at 6 50 Ghana and then there's a kind of wire then ye ton ba ko 50 Ghana. Who the no ton China. Part sebi e ma pa dia ye use ma mfanchamen ni ya ton ba ko 15 Ghana cedis I know na mo fisika na nye ene ukodwom a pad no ye ton ba ko 45 Ghana cedis
na to bi
ko say
na to bi na
oh they say yeah me say o pese o ye politics you need to have the beer evidence base me
okay no say o chess school for bi
what's the one that Toby?
Or chess school for Mama, so was that chess school for pad?
Oh, that me say, I say, chess school for a fine better, and yet Obian's in a co school. And you'll be in the co school, be to be our own co school. When I say economy, and I make sure.
Cost church, only cost church.
And I make sure, and I hear Pampas, and then another near ton 45 Ghana cedis. And I must say, economy, I in a ton 75 Ghana cedis for one. Lipton. Uko jomwa na ye ton ba ko 1 Ghana cedis.
Box na say lifting there.
One single lifting no mo yi no.
Paper I will send you ni one.
Yeah, no mo yi. Na ye ton ba ko 1 Ghana cedis 2024. 2024. And they say na a 3 no na ye we pense 1 Ghana cedis. And they say you have to buy one. One no for 3 Ghana cedis. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. What's the economy now? I didn't any money born air cost.
Yeah, but other world financial institutions in India, projected the future of Ghana, say, because the stability of the city near finances now, and we have a good future.
Agro be da if ya pa. Agro ebe ya da if ya na pa tututu e den na niema na ye ton ni cheaper no now is expensive than the economy no o say aye. Yeja agenda 111 at the amount. I have a sabia no seven previous a Ghanaian taxpayer sika and a DC yenye president Kufuor ko to kom sika eno DC ya sabia no tax ayena ya GGP Ghana for say besia kra na ye ko bo DC ya Ghanaians are going to pay. Yeja 111 hospital amount what about so governance is about continuity. Obi be ya ese won so ba o to aso because abandie no a obeba Ghana saso so project or ye no betuma complete because project no should be as a obewie kwa na afina ibi so aba o sha se nti ba the only way is about continuity again the 111 hospital amount na ba e onkasa ho a o budget a o ye kwa wan fa mbem ye ja railways amount ya constructing railway akwa train aba na ye train bi yan accident ye tuma make sure say train is running asisi a me no ka say running ekwa about to me fa ko adomi aden na oba railway no to aso na waja railway no di egu wo na won to aso abra Ghana ni hwe aka choku enkra choku na choku obiti Volta region ehun so obesini da won kran obiti akua pema edi kwan so obesini da won kran obiti achim da edi kwan so obesini da won kran na agun aso do edi kwan so obesini da won kran se train here adwuma obeti ma fa train less than 1 hour obeti ma ko Volta region me boy se train here adwuma I can buy me land or Volta region ma ko simi down because within a short time obeti ma bankra be adwuma na woko. What is the point is obi asore nkanka akra echoku ye ja railway amawa what a train go say ontua railway no so omba 1 year here president mama ebetina si obi point one project a we my head
the news, the interviews, and what have you. All packed and ready to go.
1 year no akwa ambulances abegu oban 1 year no implementing PSHs Mitio.
So all these are you are comparing Nanado Dankwa time maybe see in there. But all these things, no Ghana for this, they said we don't want Nanado, almost to Abatiano, because they were not happy.
Because and so no the Begia Konjano, to see a Ghanaian said woman. And so also my Juma 24 hours. If you bear Jumana Pyria, if you bear Juma Imri, if you bear Jumana, where is the job? Mona must say, Mode light in the Abaco woman, a beer door, a 4 money at 24 hours. Where is the electricity now? Must say. Mo ebi be ye dwuma na pay wia yimri na adwona e wa infa other na Ghanaian youth is still roaming about no jobs any for na demonstrations madada omo adwuma no he you lie to Ghanaians say galamsey wo ba obe declare state of emergency wo be to galamsey na say na no Ghana water e dey abetu dwa say I was achim your friend say aguna suedro brema brakwa esikuma odobe brakwa ne mpatem nyina e na yenye nsuo kora mpompe mpa ma enkrofo Ghana water say omunya nsuo mpompe mankrofo kwalebufo aba be ka say kidney disease is risen akosoro akwala 15 years 9 years in asase nya kidney cases
say no dey answer free and anamebo 1 year in
answer free nenti na ye pamo MPP fee aban so nto no waba you told Ghanaians to say you are going to declare state of emergency when I want to we have to hold you responsible to do near okachire enso obabe. What's it? Oba declare state of emergency. Why don't you declare state of emergency? We say, what the way a people for assume say, friends say, offense say, homosexualism, gays. I mean, what the people for through some Georgia, who kokoti, any guy assume sa interviews are who do a I didn't know about here. O say omo fan kwalanko school no omo kwa chiro omo dia body campaign why don't you do it that is they lie they are way to gain power and any support beji tumi.
Okay but say omo about power and tronachin omo di 1 year it is
agro be da if you are na mama instance say President Kufuor buy and agro be dey food and the painting within 1 year he implemented free SHS. We did 1 year of a ambulances by Ghana memo. I grew up if you are a passer, Papa will no beja wajapadia, while to me signs Oluma bejabi, because Usuban, a cheddas or Oluma bejabi, no jabi, Wabomo, and a chedda wado. A boom abe and a chedda wado. na sisi akura sisi a 1 year kura na ye hu hwi na oba be wie power e be kwa election year e dey no baba be 1 year is kwa wie ye hu hwi aka 2 years pa na dey na nim say 2 years ni twema the final year ni election year e dey no oba be ya magana ubaye within 3 months I will take you over pen I will far Ghana gold mines e ma uni Ibrahim ama se nyansa se be Ghana for nyansa ye adwuma mu opposition when to man for gold mines uni ana to man ko bid for gold mines who take you over pen what the gold mines e dey ama uni otua only 100 million Ghana $100 million and am the gold mines and man and I say nyansa ye adwuma gold a utu akonya billions of dollars let them be 100 million and more man contract before Mr. Sabi yadwuma I didn't know gold muntu na mun fancy council properties across the country na mun fan rent na mun je rent na district assembly ni yesi campaign developer man na we am individual no mutu no more sense ase does it make sense
but me can say the same thing utie you hear sensible can sensible ya na I say obi to a na ono so yes I say there na ehufo adaba no so no ubaye wanye but I just don't want us to go there.
One year until no more pamo ni fie for Ghana so no me wa we tie me bia
wa we tie
me ache bia no and the
obi abedi 8 years want me anye obi 1 year no all person yes adwuma we na
principal me na name sir when it come to patriotism me a patriotic politician under President Akufo-Addo make criticize galamse besi sende say me ne abana nyadwene
obi atransfer 8 years
meeting
obi atransfer
kudam tie me MPP ye meeting penifo kukudam eba meeting ase me question omo atie me ni ha ebeti me question omo say adan na bana kasa take over gold mines no nontu onhwe nontu no ye non physical si cancer properties across Ghana na Ghana for renting na district assembly no enye si campaign develop o man no na wa ma individual licenses so muntu no fences who dey say penny na ntuma ya no he couldn't answer go nim say question me bisa no I'm making sense of your catch him say that is the question to answer another day almost failing and me catch say anya classroom kwa na nyansa wisdom is given by God Almighty yes obe question classroom no kwa na just woni nyansa nyame na ma wisdom me na me president me mo be licenses on to go do man are me Jimmy another say why would you give licenses to individuals so to go do find science say abra wo government no utumi kwape besia no mo di bisi hu ene ade na wa kasa untu na besia no yai bo wo kwape besia 3 billion no mo di bisi hu na wa ba betra ho atua gold nsu ni petu ekipu sika no mo kotoko mo sa ade say nsu ene aba ade na aba wa kasa untu na unja lo ne. The question I'm going to me yano. Since MPP any power, NDC no power, we need to hold them responsible. Yan China Ghana and so say, yen mu bia ye ka say the next 50 years, ne ye do every 20 years no mo wuko. En chirima e ba no na e be brenti na me kasa na adoso no. Because me be we as na me na me protecting su ato. Ama be ye be no me ye. Enti say ndem me be free we as mu akwa mass protect for them. Me nya hwemfa nka ho ani amebeto na mass keep it for them. Me a selfish politician, no amount of position be a politician be the mammy and I see kebi over the mammy and American man what friends galam say whether NDC MPP 100% I will criticize it. Me ne President Akufo-Addo enyajene say o issue license a man ko so muntu our friends gold mines. Me ne President mama enyajene mo so le na mo do mo ho kototo kwa men nkruma ho say mo ne kwa men nkruma ye po ne nkruma ye pa ka da mo ntumen protecting you. In Kumata, leadership is about wickedness. That wickedness also has to be good thing for woman for. We are leader down to import that see you any panoma. Leadership no way infa. Ya catch up as a mama. MPP any power. I don't know what power. You should deal with the girl. I'm saying immediately effect. Because scientists say they are better just say science in a consult in no. Say yeah, it better take you over 80 years to recover. And since I said that, you do this so. As I said, yenya hwia maya so a yesa abado kro no ya ato asase yenya nsu anom ka hu se nsu na yesa no na wiem no ma anom nsu ni bi ewiem pa no ma empata nsu egu nsu mo num bi ewura mo mo anso num nsu ni bi na wo se no do you think say God Almighty will forgive you and I say nature will forgive you why because who pay gold
Nana Misa.
Video.
I know, sir, you are saying, sir, you're patriotic, so obviously, no. Oh, can't and say my way, but I was not meant, I didn't mean, sir, you compared another Dankwa government and John Mahama, because John Mahama is in 1 year of his second term, and another Dankwa 8 years, so obviously we can't be comparing. I mean,
I'm a catcher say, I'm going to be a day for
about it. I'm going to be a
Obi bought my next door neighbor a born a dance. £6,000. Why I know she can't and why do I have to spend £11,000? Am I losing?
Anyway, there are rumors to be some as a former finance minister, U.S. Custom and Immigration Service for and South Sudan.
Almost on my day.
Almost I can on the Crobio.
Almost I can why?
Kind of Yata.
I mean, second of Oriata, acquire finance minister, and so could be Bonia. Let the Lord deal with them because when you are Nisikan and them say, young minute. Exactly, maybe Mr. Sonkas, some so some people need every Ghana car. I'm running in the fentanyl. Same thing, and is upon me be every car. Let the Lord deal with him. Obian Seco Mamma Capre. The matter of fact, the penphony be crowd from one form of phone. Up to now, your opposition crowd will be on funny phone. To be a car. Let the Ghana Lord deal with him.
Nanamisa.
Me too, Bema.
You didn't come with you. Why?
Me that's
from me.
Bye bye.
Me that's it. All right, so 20 minutes more to go into the these are some of the scenes in 2020 for 2025, 2026.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker. The President again.
Honorable members, please.
The President again came to this house with a familiar story, the usual lamentations. He packaged it in a language.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Speaker, if the President has any concerns, his duty is to fix it.
The interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Mr. Speaker, His Excellency, the President, has announced to us a cabinet of 19 with only 2 women. The daughter of the founder of this NDC, Zaneto Rawlings, is missing. Haja Ladi is missing. Helen Intosu is missing. Where are the women in this government? The Vice President.
Honorable members, please, order, order, order.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
The cabinet and the Vice President is sitting there. In percentage terms, we have only 10% of women in cabinet. Mr. Speaker, the President again, as part of his lamentations, is telling the nation that through some arrangements, they have been able to do two things: pay domestic bonds that matured, and then also they have successfully done some financial engineering to pay some energy sector debt to keep our lights on. My question is, Mr. Speaker, has the president any budget? This is the budget he inherited, the revenues he inherited that he has used for this purpose. The same government is condemning. Mr. Speaker, he has today told us that we have 2.2 million Ghanaians unemployed. But what he has forgotten, that in his administration, in less than 100 days, all we know is sack them, sack them, sack them, dismiss her, dismiss her, dismiss her. Mr. Speaker, on the streets of Accra today, the youth of the country are saying that Mahama Bakun termination bebre. Mr. Speaker, we are happy to hear from the president that he is going to launch the Nkokon Kitinkiti. We are happy to hear this, but we are curious because only yesterday we heard of a confirm. Mr. Speaker, the president talked about the school feeding program, and in his submission on the school feeding program and the status of it, he said that they are now feeding the children well. What he didn't say was that at the time he assumed office, the previous government had paid every single one of the cases.
The interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
What he failed to tell Ghanaians was that President John Ajekum Kufuor, who is seated in this chamber, was the one who initiated the school feeding program. He did not acknowledge him. Mr. Speaker, what are we seeing in this government? The same old stock. The same old stock. There's nothing new. There is nothing like transformation. Only yesterday, Mr. Speaker, the youth of the NDC besieged the headquarters of the NDC demanding for jobs. Where are the jobs? Mr. Speaker, today we are seeing the 184 or so filling this chamber, the 183, plus the independent MPs who have caucused with the NDC. Today this house is full, but Mr. Speaker, Mr. President must know that the majority is frustrated. They don't come to the chamber because there are no jobs for them. Mr. Speaker,
Okay, your robotic writing is bad for business.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Honorable members, please, honorable members, honorable minority leader, you have 1 more minute.
What have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Well, kindly check your times about 8 minutes to 12. I bring the curtains down at 12 o'clock, coming 12 midnight. Stella Dugan.
I'm not.
I'll say, I rather see me Mobros room. My name's Safi. There are a whole lot of things that Daddy Parkumasu and Sembebre. I know you have your own. Also, the other Wakumasu. And it is my prayer that the Lord will answer you. Yamini bit you in Pieball, and no matter what it is, I want to encourage you. I want to lift up your spirit in the Lord. Said, God will listen to you. Enti anyabotre wate enye te say wo de wasem no de din san bibia na onyankopon timi nya ho hwe. This year we are moving by faith. Didiemu ene de nam so te ase. But in all everything no so no ayebeye no so no we have to be careful. There's one song that I'm listening today. Papa Jansen, listen to it. Let's see. Ose hweye. Listen to this one.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed